for 3, General Revision in Unit 10. Look at with me about question number 1. The opposite triangle is called space triangle. We called it scalene triangle because all sides are different. We have 3 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 4 centimeters, then we called it scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. Question number 2. In the equilateral triangle, lengths of two sides are 5 centimeter and 5 centimeters. Then the length of the side here, about third side, it will be 5 centimeter because we called it equilateral triangle. What about equilateral triangle? Its meaning all sides are equal length in triangle. He give us length the first 5 centimeter, second side 5 centimeter, and the third will be 5 centimeter, such that first side, second side, third side, there are equality. Then the length of the third will be equal 5 centimeter. Question number 3. Any triangle has at least space acute angle. Any triangle has at least 2 acute angle. Okay, 2 acute angle in triangle, such that if we have right angle triangle, then we will have 2 acute triangle. If we have obtuse triangle, then we will have 2 acute triangles, 2 acute angles in these triangles. If we have acute angles, this triangle we called it acute angles triangle, we have 3 angles acute. Then at least we will have 2 acute angles. In any triangle, we will have in acute triangle, we will have 2 acute triangles. Any triangle has at least 2 acute angles. Okay, we called it acute angles. What about the acute angles? The meaning, the measure of angle less than 90 degree and greater than 0, such that 60 degree, we called it acute angle. 70 degree, we called it an acute angle, because the measure of angle greater than 0 and less than 90. Then, in any triangle, we will find here 2 acute angles at least. In any triangle, at least acute angle 2 acute angle triangle. Okay, question number 3. Okay, question number 4. The angle of measure less than 90 degree is what? We called it acute angle. We called it what? Acute angle. Less than 90 degree, we called it acute angle. Next question, question number 5. If the triangle is an equilateral triangle, then the 3 sides are equal lengths. We can write here equal lengths. Okay, it was question number 5. If the triangle is an equilateral triangle, then the 3 sides are equal in length. Question number 6. In triangle ABC, if measure of angle A equals 30 degree, measure of angle B 60 degree, measure of angle C was 90 degree, then the type of triangle according to its sides or angles in space, we called it right angle triangle, because we have the measure of the vertex of this triangle 90 degree. It's meaning this triangle we called it what? Right angle triangle. Then we can write right in the space, write this word right in the space. We called it right angle triangle. Question number 7. In triangle ABC, we have triangle ABC, AB equal PC, EP here equal PC equal 7 centimeter, and EC was 5 centimeters. Then the triangle ABC, we called it isosceles triangle, is an isosceles. We called it an isosceles. Okay, an isosceles. isosceles. Okay, we called it isosceles triangle because we have two sides are equal in length. Question 8. Area of triangle equal length times width. Area of rectangle equal length times width. If a rectangle, we call here length and width. Then the area will be equal length times width. We can write length product by width. Length times width. It's area of what? Of rectangle. Length times width. Write here length in the space. Question number 9. The area of rectangle of dimension 2 meter and 2.5 meter equal space. We can write the area equal length product by width. We have length was 2 meter, product by width 2.5 meter. Write 2 and convert 2.5, write 2 in numerator, 2 times 2 equal 4, plus 1 equal 5, divided by 2, 2 divided by 2 equal 1, 1 times 5 equal 5, then the result will be 5 square meter. That was question number 9. Question number 10. If the area of rectangle is 42 square centimeter and its length 7 centimeters, then its width equal. We can find the width of rectangle by write length here in the numerator and area in numerator, because area equal length times width. Then if you want to find the width of rectangle, you must write the area in the numerator and the numerator length, because width equal area divided by length. He gives us in the example length was 7 centimeter and area was 42 square centimeter, and then you can write 42 divided by 7 equals 6 centimeter. It's the width. Then the width will be 6 centimeter. Question number 11. The area of rectangle of dimension 7 meter and 5 meters equal. Okay, we can write the area equal length product by width. The length here 1 over 7, product by width 1 over 5. 1 times 1 equal 1. 5 times 7 equal 35. Then the result will be 1 over 35 square meter. Okay, next question. Number 12. The area of rectangle of dimension third length unit and fourth length unit is. We can write area length product by width. The length here third product by width 1 over 4. 1 product by 1 equal 1. 3 times 4 equal 12. Then the result will be 1 over 12 square units. Okay, it was question number 12. The result will be 1 over 12 square unit. Question 13. The x-coordinate of the points 3 and 4 it will be 3. We have 3 and 4, it's a point. X-coordinate and y-coordinate. X-coordinate here it will be 3 and y-coordinate it will be 4. Then the result will be 3. Question number 14. The x-coordinate of the original point it will be 0, because original point it will be 0 and 0. Okay, understood? Then we can write 0 because you won't find the x-coordinate of original point. Question 15. The order pair which represent A is space from the graphical here. A, the order of point A 3 and 1, beginning 3 and the end to 1. Then the order will be 3 and 1. That was question number 15. Next example, question number 4. Use the number line to answer the question. What is the value of point A? We have A and B, C and D in the number line, and I will draw here number line like your number line in the book. First we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To go to 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 0, 1, 2. Then the A will be 2. Count with me from A to B. We have two numbers beside. Here it will be P. And C here. 1, 2 again. Between them. C. Okay, then A will be equal 2 and B equal 5 and C equal 8. What is the distance between A and C? We can write the distance between A and C. It's meaning C subtract by A. Find the difference between them. C and A. 2 and 8. Find the difference between them. 8 minus 2. It will be 6. The distance between A and C. Question 17. From this graphical here, we want to find the order of A and B and C and D. Look at with me here. We can find the order of point A here, beginning from 1 and the end 7. It will be 1 and 7. And the point B here, it's B, coming from 4 and the end 6. Then start from 4 and the end 6. Point C, beginning from 6 and the end 4. 6 and 4. Point D, 8 and 1. It's the order of the point D. Okay? Understood? Next question. Question 18. The y coordinate in the pair, we have the order here. He gives us this order 5 and 4. He wants to find y. Y coordinate, it will be 4. In the result, he write 4 in the space. Write 4 only. Okay? Question 19. The coordinate or a plane, coordinate plane, the vertical axis is called what? We have x-axis. Understood? We have x-axis. The coordinate plane is a vertical or horizontal. Okay, you want to find a vertical, it will be y-axis. We have here vertical and horizontal. Vertical, y dash, and horizontal, x dash. Then he won't find in this question number 19 the vertical axis. The vertical axis we called it y-axis, and the horizontal axis we called it x-axis. Question number 20. We want to find the length of line segment EP. Start from 1 and the end 5. Then the difference between them it will be 4. Then the length of EP equal P subtract by E. 5 subtract by 1, it will be 4. The distance between them, it will be 4. Question 21, it was question 20, okay? Question 21, the point 0 and 5 lies in what? We have 0 and 5, we have x and y. X equals 0 and y equal 5, then it lies in y-axis. Okay, lies here in y-axis. Okay, lies in y-axis. Question 22. In the point 1, 5, using the points 1, 5, 2 and 10, 3 and 15, space values increased by 5, 1 and 5. First point, second point 2, 10, and third point 3 and 15. We know 5, 10, 15 increased by 5. Then y values increased by 5. Write y in the space. Y values increased by 5. Question 23. He won't find the point D from the coordinate here and the name of the figure EPCT. Okay, we can find here the order of the point D by look at the graphical here. Point D here beginning The start here coming from 5, and the end 5 and 5. Then point D, the order of it will be 5 and 5. And we have here rectangle. This name rectangle, we called it a rectangle because we have lengths and widths. The width was 3 length unit and width was 4 length unit. Then we called it a rectangle. Next question, number 24. Use the number line to use question 24 again. Use the number line to answer the questions. How far point A from point B? We want to find the distance between point A and B. We have 2 units between A and B. Count with me, 1 and 2. Then AB, the distance between A and B, it will be 2, or length of AB equal 2 units. Then about question 24, letter A, we can write 2 units. Letter B, how far is point B from C? B and C, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 length units. Okay, then we can write 4 units. It's the distance between point B and C. Question 25, we want to find the order of the point A and B and C and D from graphical here. We can write the order here of the point. First point here, A, coming from 2 and the end 6, 2 to 6, 2 here and 6. And what about point B? Point B coming from start 1 and the end 2, 1 and 2. Point C, 3 and 3. Point D coming from 5 and the end to 4, 5 and 4. Okay, understood? We have point E and B and C and D. Next question. Question number 2, choose the correct answer. Number 1, the triangle whose measure is angles, whose measures of angles is 60 degree, 40 degree, 30 degree, and space we called it obtuse angle. Okay, choose with me here, we called it obtuse angle. It's meaning the measure of vertex of this triangle greater than 90 degree and less than 180. We called it obtuse. Then we must choose 110 degree because he tells us this triangle is an obtuse angle, is an obtuse angle triangle. Question number 2, the scalene triangle has space equal sides. Scalenes, we have 0 equal sides because scalene triangle all sides are different. Then we haven't any sides equal, okay, such that this like this triangle, it's not equality, not equilateral triangle. We call it scalene triangle, such that 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter, we call it scalene triangle. Then the scalene triangle has 0 equal sides, we haven't here any sides are equal, okay. Next question number 3. In any triangle, there are space obtuse angle at most 1. In any triangle, we have 1 obtuse triangle. What's the meaning of obtuse? Obtuse angle, it's meaning the measure of this angle greater than 90 degree and less than 180. Okay, question number 3. In any triangle, there are 1 obtuse angles at most. Obtuse angle at most. Question here number 4. The space has 3 sides. The triangle. Any triangle has 3 sides. Okay, any triangle has 3 sides. Question number 5. In triangle ABC, we have triangle ABC here. Measure of angle A was 90 degree, and measure of angle B 40 degree. This angle 40 degree, and measure of angle C here was 50 degree. We called it what? Right angle triangle. This triangle is right angle triangle. Choose letter C. Right angle triangle. We called it right angle triangle. Next question, number 6. Look at with me about question number 6. If EP equal 3 cm, BC equal 4 cm, and EC equal 6 cm, then this triangle we called it what? Scalene triangle. All sides are different. Okay, 3, 4, 6. We called it scalene. We called it what? Scalene. Scalene triangle. Question 7. The measure of right angle is 90 degree. This right angle, the measure of this angle, it will be 90 degree. Question 8. The measure of obtuse angle greater than right angle triangle greater than, because obtuse angle, the measure of this angle will be greater than 90 degree, and right angle will be 90 degree. Then the measure of obtuse angle greater than 90 degree. Question number 9. In triangle X, Y, and Z, measure of X equal 130. Measure of angle Y equal measure of angle Z. Then this right, we called it what? Obtuse, because measure of angle X was 130 degree. We have here 130 degree. 130 degree greater than 90 degree and less than 180. We called it right or obtuse. We called it obtuse. Right here, obtuse. Obtuse triangle, because the measure of the vertex angle here greater than 90 degree. He tell us 130 degrees, the measure of angle. Question number 10. The triangle whose side lengths are space isosceles, we must choose 2 sides are equal in length. We have letter B, 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter and 3 centimeter. We called it this triangle, shows letter B, we called it isosceles triangle. Isosceles, it's meaning 2 sides are equal length in triangle. Question 11. Space angle triangle has 3 acute angle. Acute angle triangle has 3 acute angle. We called it acute. Understood? Any acute angle triangle has 3 acute angles. Any acute angle triangle has 3 acute angles. Right acute in question number 11. Question 12. The opposite triangle is what? You can say here what? 5 and 5 and 6. We called it isosceles. Isosceles triangle. Okay, we called it isosceles. Choose letter B, because we have 5 and 5 centimeter and 6 not equal 5. Then we called it isosceles triangle. Question number 13. If the side lengths of triangle are different, then we called it scalene. We called it scalene triangle because all sides are different. Question 14. The triangle is a polygon that has 3 sides. Triangle has 3 sides. A triangle has 3 sides. We call this sides. This side, side. There are sides. Question 15. If measure of angle A equal 40 degree, measure angle B equals 70 degree, measure of angle C was 70 degree, then it's what angle? Space here we have 70 and 70, then we called it acute triangle. Shows here an acute. Choose letter E. We called it an acute triangle because measure of angles 70 and 70 and 40, there are less than 90 degrees. The measure of all angles here less than 90 degrees, and we called it acute triangle, an acute triangle. The area of rectangle equal lengths product by width. Choose letter B. Question 17. The area of the opposite rectangle here, we can count how many square inside this rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then question 17, the area will be what? 8 square units. Choose letter P. Question 18. A window in shape of rectangle length 1 meter and width half meters in its area. We can write the area equal length product by width. Length here 1 and width was half. Then the area equal 1 times half equal half meter or 2 or square meter. Understood? The area of rectangle, it's rectangle, it's length, and here width. Area of rectangle equal length product by width. 1 times half equal half square meter. Question 19. The area of rectangle of length 3 over 4 meter and width 4 over 5 meter equal what? We can write the area equal length product by width here. He give us length and width was 4 over 5. Product them. 4 divided by 4 equal 1. 4 divided by 4 equal 1. You can simplify it. 1 times 3 equal 3. 1 times 5 equal 5. Then the result will be 3 over 5 square meter. Choose letter D. Next question, number 20. I am a triangle. Question 20, pay attention here. I am a triangle. He tell us, I am a triangle with only 2 equal sides. The measure of one of my angle is greater than 90 degrees. What is the kind I am? What's the kind of triangle am I? We called it first, the measure of vertex angle greater than 90 degrees, we called it obtuse. First, obtuse. Second solution, because he tell us here, the measure of one of any angle of my angles is greater than 90, such that this triangle will be this, and we have 2 sides are equal lengths. I am a triangle with only 2 equal sides. We call it isosceles. Then we can write here isosceles. Then we called it isosceles triangle and obtuse triangle. Again, this triangle we called what? Isosceles and the obtuse. Isosceles, why? Because we have 2 sides are equal lengths. That's why we called it obtuse. Obtuse because the measure of angle of this triangle was greater than 90 degrees. He tells us I am a triangle with only 2 equal sides. The measure of one of my angles is greater than 90 degrees. What kind of triangle I am? Isosceles and obtuse. Choose letter here, letter B. Choose letter B. Question number 21. Use the number line. What is the value of A here? Here, 1, and point here, and 2. Slice between them, 1.5. Then the value of here, A here equal 1.5. Question 22. The following figure space, we called it what? Here, straight line. This, we called it straight line. The straight line, so we can draw line segment and draw here this ray here, we call this straight line. But if we draw this past, okay, from the beginning point to infinity, we call it the ray. Okay, but if we have beginning, start, and the end, we call it line segment. Okay, then we have straight line. About question 22, choose letter C. Question number 23, in the opposite number line, we have number line here. In the number line, we want to find the value of b. Count with me here. The number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then b here will be 5. Question 23. From the opposite number lines, distance between E and T. We have here point E and point T. Point T lies in 3, and here point 2, and we can here write 2.5, and here 1, and here 1.5. Then E was 1.5 and T equal 3. Then the distance between them, we can write the distance between two numbers. He won't find the distance between E and T. 3 subtracted by 1.5. The result will be 1.5. Question 23. You must choose letter here. It was question what? It was question 24. Okay. 24. 23. I solve it here. Okay, I solved the question 23 was b equal 5. Okay, letter C. The question 24 here, the result will be 1.5, which was letter B about question 24. Question 25. From the opposite number lines, the distance between E and B equals space lengths. Okay. Pay attention, we have A and B here. A equal half because A lies between 0 and 1. It's A. And B lies between 3 and 4. It will be 3.5. Then the distance between E and B, finds the difference between them. 3.5 subtracted by half. The result will be equal 3. 3, okay. The result will be 3. Choose this letter A. Question 26. The vertical number line in the coordinate plane, we called it y-axis. We called it vertical. This vertical, the vertical number line in the coordinate, we called it y-axis. But the horizontal here, we called it x-axis. Question 27. The x-coordinate in the horizontal pair here, it will be 8. X-coordinate, he gave us 8 and 10. Then the x-coordinate here, it will be 8. We called it x-coordinate, and 10 equal y-coordinate. Then x-coordinate will be equal 8. Question 28. Which of the following points called or located on x-axis? Any point located in x-axis, it's meaning y equals 0. Then we must choose order y in it equals 0 because any order equal x and y. And this point he tell us about question 28, which of the following points located on x-axis. X-axis, it's meaning y equals 0. Put y equals 0 where? Choose letter A, 4 and 0. Okay, choose y equals 0 because he tell us which of the following points located on x-axis. Located on x-axis, it's meaning y equals 0, and any order equal x and y, then y equals 0 here. Question 29. The original point is what? 0 and 0. We called it original point. Question 29. Original point, we call it 0 and 0. Question 30. The space is a point of intersection x-axis and y-axis. We called it original point. We called original point. We called this point, we called it original point. Okay, because this point lies here in x-axis and y-axis in the same time. And this point, we can find it by intersection between x-axis and y-axis. Then the original point, we called it what? The original point is the point of intersection of the x-axis and the y-axis, right? Original in the space. Question number 3. A Moscow has a window that 3/10 meter width and 2 meters long. We can find the area by lengths product by widths. We have here width and long, right? 3 over 10 product by 2. 2 is the length and width was 3 over 10. We can simplify it. 2 divided by 2 equal 1 and 10 divided by 2 equal 5. Then the result will be 1 times 3 equal 3 and write 5 in denominator because 1 times 3 over 5 will be 3 over 5 and you can write the units here square meters, area of the window in the mosque. Question number 2. Count the units or to determine the area of the opposite rectangle. Okay, we can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, we have 10 squares here. Then about this rectangle, we have here 10 square. Number of units, we have 10 units. And the area, using the rule, we can write area equal length product by width. The length here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Widths 1 and 2, 5 times 2 equal 10. 10 square units. Okay, area was by using the rule length times width, 5 times 2 equal 10. Next question. Find the area of the opposite shape. We have rectangle and the area of rectangle equal length product by width. We can product the length and width here 5 times 3 equal 15. Then the area equal 5 times 3 equal 15 square meter. In the opposite coordinate graph figure ABCD, we have the points and we want put each point in the graph. First, I will draw here by using ruler. Okay, you must using the ruler to draw here and put. We have a lot of points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we have here 8, okay, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this coordinate, first point A was 2 and 8. We have the order of 8, 2, and 8, beginning start from 2 here and up to 8. Okay, I will complete the draw here to go in the 8, 6, 7, and 8. We have 2 and 8, 2 and 8, it's the point A. Second point B was 3 and 4. The order here 3 and 4, coming from 3 and up to 4, coming from 3 and going to 4. It was point B. Okay, it's point B. Point C, 8 and 4, 8 and coming up to 4. It was point C. And point D, 7 and 8, 7 and going to 8 in this place. Then you will draw here this coordinate here like this. We called it parallelogram. This figure we called it what? Parallelogram. Okay, we called it parallelogram. And then ED was parallel to what? This point was D. ED parallel to PC. ED parallel to PC. Write PC in the space. Next question. We want solve question number 5. Question number 5. Yara is selling bags of cookies to make extra money. She earns 10 gypsy lira for each bag of cookies. Complete the table, then graph the points on the coordinate graph. Okay, we have here 2 times 10 equal 20 because the price of each one equal 10 gypsy lira. If she pay 2 bags, then the total money will be 10. We have table here 2 times 10, it will be 20. 4 times 10, it will be 40. 7 times 10, it will be 70. 8 times 10 equal 80. Okay, and we have here bags and money, and then we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, such that in the graph here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. First from 2 to 20. Come here from 2 up to 20. 4 to 40. Up, 40. 7 to 70. Up to 70. 8 to 80. And then draw straight line between 2 points or line segment, okay?